Hello there, hockey fans, Apba fans, and Apba hockey enthusiasts to the 2026 Apba Hockey Tournament here on the Tigerbob Broadcasting Network. I'll be broadcasting one game a week for the next 15 weeks to find out who will win the tournament here. Teams here today were picked from some of the all-time great teams I had. I have all the teams in here all the way from the 1980-81 Los Angeles Kings. And I got one newer team. I got a 2014-15 Tampa Bay Lightning because I wanted to get a Tampa Bay team in here. And these teams were all part of one of the all-time great sets. And I didn't want to use the older teams because I wanted to do the 4 lines on the forwards and 3 on the defense. So the first game I got here is kind of an interesting game because if you followed me along last year, the 2025 tournament, in the final game, Tampa Bay, the 1920 Tampa Bay Lightning beat the 2018-19 Boston Bruins 5-3 in the final game. And I just noticed here that my first game of the tournament is going to be a rematch. And this was a random draw, but we had the 1997-98 Boston Bruins going up against the 2014-2015 Tampa Bay. Boston Bruins were led by Allison. They had 33 goals and 83 points. And then on Boston had back in 97-98, they finished in second place in the Northeast Division, and they lost the first round matchup to the Washington Capitals 4-2, and they're going up against the 2014-2015 Tampa Bay, who lost Chicago 4-2 in the finals as they were second in the Atlantic, and they had 108 points. And they had Stamkos led them with 43 goals. So let's get ready to play some hockey here. The winner of this game will go to the second round, and they'll play the Montreal-St. Louis winner. So let's get ready to play some Apba Hockey on the Tigerbob Broadcasting Network. So let's get ready to play some hockey. As Tampa Bay has the Stamkos line. Boston has the Allison line out. We're ready to drop the puck. Stamkos is a 3, Allison's a 4, so Boston's a +1. Face-off, 9 on the +1. Advantage centerman. Yellow means that it's a neutral zone. So Allison has the puck. Here comes Boston. 43 is a 29 taken away by the left defenseman, Strawman. And we are underway, 30 seconds into the game. Let's have an exciting hockey game. Anton Strawman with the puck. 26 is a 16. The ODA dropped to an 18. That'll be taken away by the left wing. Check that. That'll be taken away by the right wing. That'll be taken away by Bork. Not Bork. It'll be taken away by 26 is a 16 on Strawman, and Boston has a +2, drop it to an 18. That'll be taken away by the right wing, Kristich. And here comes Boston on the attack. 1 minute into the game. Kristich, 42. 42 is a 7. That's going to stay a 7. Possible block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shots for the block. Looking at the red dice. 1, 2, 5 is a block. It will be a block shot with a 3. Be a block shot for a defensive face-off. First block shot of the game. So we got a face-off down in Tampa Bay's end. Allison for Boston's at a +1. 4 on the +1. Disadvantage to the left defenseman. Strawman trying to bring it out of the defensive zone. 63 is a 25. That would be an interception on the right and shot on goal by Bork because he has a shot frequency of 19. So Bork gets a shot. Shooting through 13. First shot of the game. 41. It is outside of the range. Bishop in the goal. For Tampa Bay, 62 is a 5. He gets it to the right wing, Callahan. And here comes Tampa Bay on the attack. Callahan, 32 is a 26. Checked off the puck. Taken away by Samsonov. We're 2.5 minutes in, and we got to get a change on the fly. Looking at the red dice is a 4. Dumps it in the corner to Strawman. Second dice rolls a 1. That means the left defenseman, the right wing's going to crash in there. He's a 9 on the... No, he is an 8 on the corner versus the 11. The play is just going to continue as normal. Strawman's going to stay behind the net. I let my defensemen go behind the net if they're not swapping out. And let the forward lines come out. So we got the number 2 lines out here now. But Tampa Bay, Strawman leading the attack. 53. 53 is going to be a matchup. So 53 is a left defenseman matchup. Left defenseman matchup 8. Left defenseman battles along the boards the right wing. Left defenseman corner is a 10. The right wing is a 9. +1 for Strawman. Shake the dice. +1, the advantage. Past the highest shot frequency for a shot on goal, +1. So he is in a pass it to Johnson. 24 goes to a 25. Johnson, shot range 25, fires it out of the range. First shot on goal for Tampa Bay. Defoe in the goal. 26 is a 24. They got to try and clear it. Clearing a 7. They do clear it. So we got a defensive face-off down in Boston's end as we are 3 minutes in. Carter is a 2. Johnson's a 3. Tampa Bay is a +1 on the face-off. A 3 on the +1. Advantage left wing. They go to the red. They're in the offensive zone. Killhorn. Offensive zone win. 36 is a 33. That is possible. Penalty. We're going to the burger chart. 33-24. We got to check and see. We know that Killhorn's going to the penalty box. See if anybody's going with them. Because we got a 21 goes first. Donato and Killhorn are both going to the penalty box. Let's see if there's an extra penalty. $61. So 51 to 66 is the extra penalty. 1, 2, or 3. Use the big red dice. 1, 2, or 3. It's going to be called on the visiting team. 1, 2, or 3. So to be on the visiting team, Donato is going to go to the penalty box, and Tampa Bay is going to go on the power play. So we got here, Donato got 4 minutes for Boston. Killhorn got 2 minutes, so the power play will be Tampa Bay. They're bringing out the number 1 line out there. They got the power play team, and they got Druin playing the point. So Tampa Bay on the power play. We got a 7. Stamkos is a 3. Carter's a 2. 7. Advantage, right wing, Callahan with the puck on the power play. 4, Tampa Bay. Callahan, 32 is a 26. Taken away by the left wing. Hines. 30 seconds gone on the power play. Here comes a shorthanded team. Hines. Snake Eyes is a 1. He's going to skate in to get a shot through 25. Can he score shorthanded? Oh, Hines puts it on the goalie. Hines trying to get a shorthanded goal. 21 is a 23. And Boston, Hines, shorthanded goal. 1 minute into the power play, and Boston takes the lead 1-0. What a turnaround that was. As Hines got the breakaway and beats Bishop, top left shelf. So Hines skates down the ice, unassisted goal. Boston ahead 1-0 with 15:24 left in the first period. And out comes the power play team. Tampa Bay still on the power play for another minute. Stamkos is a +1. 7 on the +1. Advantage right wing. That's the way the last possession started. Callahan on the power play. 36 is a 33. And Callahan is going to go to the penalty box. As we'll be skating 4-on-4 for a little bit, and then Boston will be going on the power play. So Tampa Bay, Callahan to the penalty box. We got 30 seconds left. We're going to go on 4-on-4, and then Boston will be going on the power play. Tampa Bay is bringing the number 3 lines out there, number 2 defense pairing, and Boston's getting ready for their power play. So let's drop the puck to center ice. Allison's a 4, Boyle's a 3, +1 for Boston. 10 on the +1, disadvantage center. And here we go. This is actually 4-on-4, so I have to take a couple guys out. So the right wings are out. Here we go, 4-on-4 action. Boyle on the attack. 23. 23 is a 5. That will be a shot on goal. Got to bump it up 2. So 21 goes to the 23. Boyle fires it out of the range. Defoe, 13's a 5. He holds it for a defensive face-off, as there is not a right wing in the game. So we got a face-off. Boston's out of the penalty box, and they will be going on the power play. 5 minutes in. So power play. Allison's a 4. Boyle's a 3. +1. 7 on the +1. Advantage right wing. Kirsten has it on the power play. On the attack. 45's a 26. Taken away by the left wing. Drawing. 30 seconds gone on the power play. Here comes Tampa Bay. Jonathan Drouin, 56. 56 is a 34. 34 is going to go up to a 33 on the Burger chart. Says 34 goes up to 33. And 33 will be interception by the left wing. Samsonov on the power play. Here comes Boston. Snake Eyes is a 1. He skates in. 23. Going to be bumped up to a 25 because of the power play. Samsonov shoots on against a 25. It is out of the range. 3rd shot on goal for Boston. Goalie, Bishop, 24 is a 19. He gets it to the opposing left defenseman, Ledyard. That eats up 30 seconds off the power play. 1 minute left in the Boston power play. Left defenseman, Ledyard, bringing the puck. 22. 22's a 2. He skates in. He's going to shoot for 13 up to 15. Shooting range 15. Fires the puck out of the range. Bishop. Tampa Bay goalie. 14's a 30. He is going to give up a shot to the opposing center as he cannot cover it. And Allison. 32 becomes a 34. Allison is out of the range. 5th shot on goal. Bishop trying to cover it up. 62's a 5. No right wing. They're going to hold it for a face-off. We got 30 seconds left in the power play. With the face-off coming, looks like Boston's going to get their number 2 lines out there. They're going to go to the number 3s and the number 2s. Face off. Taylor's a 5. Boyle's a 3 +2. 6 on the +2. Advantage left wing. Axelson on the power play. 45 is a 26. Taken away by Jonathan Drouin. We are back to full strength, both teams. And here comes Tampa Bay. Jonathan Drouin. 56 is a 34. Now Drouin's going to the penalty box. As this game is starting out really sloppy. So 12.5 minutes left in the first period. Boston going on their second power play. They got the number 2 lines out there with Carter. Going up against the number 4 lines of Paycat. Ledyard is going to play the point. Carter's a 2. Paycat's a 1. So a +1 for Boston. 6 on the +1. Advantage left defenseman. Ledyard with the puck. On the attack. On the power play attack. Ledyard, 23's a 22. Taken away by Paycat. 30 seconds into the power play. Here comes a shorthanded team. Tampa Bay. Paquette, shorthanded. 25 is a 3. That will be a shot on goal if a forward playing the point. It'll be, it is not. It'll just be a neutral zone face-off. 1 minute into the power play. Face-off. Carter has the advantage for Boston by 1. 6 on the +1 advantage left defenseman. Ledyard on the power play. Grant Ledyard, 21. 21's a 31 on the power play. If they got a physical of 12, they'll take it away. 2, 4, 8, 9. They do. 4, 8. They do take it away. Taken away by the left wing. What a surprise. That eats up another 30 seconds. We're down to the last 30 seconds of the power play. Here comes the shorthanded team. Morrow. 51 is a 14 on a man disadvantage. He's going to try and pass to eat up the last 30 seconds. Dice is a 6, so the third highest. It's within his assist range, so he passes it to Schuster, and that is it. As they kill the power play, they're back to full strength. And here comes Tampa Bay. Schuster, 56. 56 is a 34. And they're going to the penalty box again. A lot of Tampa Bay penalties right now. Let's get ready for the Boston power play. It'll be their second power play. Stand corrected. This will be Boston's third power play, but they actually scored on a shorthanded goal. So we got the number 1 lines out there for Boston, number 3 defense pairings. Tampa Bay, number 1s and number 3s. The right wing is in a penalty box. Allison's a 4. Stamkos a 3, so +1 on Boston. On the face-off. 4 on the +1. Disadvantage left defenseman. Barberio, shorthanded. 53's a 19 on a man disadvantage. That'll be taken away by the left defenseman. And here comes David Ellett with a man advantage. Snake Eyes is a 1. He skates in. He's going to get a shot. 11's and a bump up to 13. Ellett shoots to 13. Out of the range. 6th shot on goal for Boston. Bishop. Snake Eyes saves it to the left defenseman Barberio. They lead up 30 seconds of the power play. Here comes the shorthanded team. Mark Barberio, shorthanded. 35. 35 is a 20. 20 is taken away by the right defenseman. And here's Boston again on the attack. Darren Van Imp on the power play attack. 31's a 7. Possible block shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots for the block. We're looking at the red dice. It's a 4, so Tampa Bay gets a block. They block with the 9. They block it to the centerman. Stamkos has it. And here comes Tampa Bay. Shorthanded. Stamkos. 35 is a 2. He skates in. He's going to get a shot on the goal. Shooting to 25. Fires the puck out of the range. Third shot for Tampa Bay. Lord Byron, Defoe, 55's a 2. Saves it to the right defenseman, Van Imp. Another 30 seconds gone on the power play. We are halfway through the power play. Here comes it. Van Imp. 64 is a 23. Man advantage. Taken away by the right wing. There's no right wing, so we shake again for Van Imp. 24 is a 9. He's going to get a shot. 13. He's going to shoot through 15. Van Imp through 15. Fires the puck out of the range. 7th shot on goal for Boston. Bishop. 22. Saves it to the right defenseman. Matthew Carley. 30 seconds left in the power play. 8.5 minutes left. First period. Carley. 25 is a 7. That will be a neutral zone face-off. That's the end of the power play. We got some line changes. We got the number 2 lines coming out. Number 3 defense pairings are going to stay out there. If you watched me play before, you know I switch up my offensive lines about every 2.5 minutes, and I switch up my defensemen about every 5 minutes. So we got a face-off center ice. 8 minutes left. First period. Johnson, Tampa Bay's at a +1. 6 on the +1. Advantage left defenseman Barbero. And here comes Tampa Bay. 5-on-5 hockey. 34 is a 31. So they got a physical of 10 to take it away. They got 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. They do taken away by the left defenseman, David Ellett. Boston coming down the other way. The Bruins with a 1-0 lead. 63-25. Taken away. Tampa Bay. Carley. Tampa Bay on the attack. Right defenseman Carley. 36. 36 is a 33. That's a possible penalty. Going to the burger chart. 33-56. That will be a neutral zone face-off. 6.5 minutes left. First period. Boston leading 1-0. Even. Nope. Johnson. Tampa Bay's a +1 on the face-off. 8 on the +1. Disadvantage left wing. And here comes Donato. The Boston. 61. 61's a 28. Taken away by Kucherov. Tampa Bay coming down the other way. Kucherov. 36. 33. Possible penalty. Burger chart. 33. It is a minor penalty for Kucherov. And Boston going on their 4th power play of the first period. Tampa Bay has to get their act together. So 4th power play of the first period by Boston. They got the number 1 line out there with the Allison. Tampa Bay the number 3 lines. Allison's a 4. Bork's a 3. +1. +1 for Boston. 7 on the +1. Advantage right wing. Kristich. Power play. 52-27. Checked off the puck. Taken away by Boyle. 5 minutes left. First period. 30 seconds gone on the power play. Tampa Bay. Man down. 43 is a 29. It goes back to Ledyard. Boston. Ledyard. 25 is a 7. Possible block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots for the block. Red dice. It's a 1. Block shot Tampa Bay. Block shot 12. Back to the shooter for a screen shot. So the shooter 13, 14, 15, +1, 16. Ledyard shoots out of the range. 8th shot on goal for Boston. Bishop. 64 is a 5. No right wing in there. Going to hold it for a face-off down in Tampa Bay's end. Halfway through the power play. Allison's a 4. Boyle's a 3. +1 for Boston. 7 on the +1. Advantage right wing. Kristich on the power play. 52's a 27. Loses it to Boyle. Another 30 seconds gone on the power play. As Boston has a shorthanded goal, but they've been struggling on the power play. Here comes Boyle, shorthanded. 44 is a 1. He's going to skate in and get a shot. He's shooting through 21. Boyle shoots through 21. It is out of the range. 4th shot for Tampa Bay. Defoe, 36 is a 33. It will be a shot by the opposing right defenseman Hedman. He does have a frequency of 13, so he can shoot it. Shooting through 16, Hedman. Hedman out of the range. 5th shot on goal, Tampa Bay. Defoe trying to cover it up. It's to the left defenseman, Ledyard. And that is it for the power play. And here comes Boston. I got to do a change on the fly. Icing. But I'm using pre-2024-25 rules, so on the icing, they can actually get a change in. Or when I use the newer ones, I would not let a team icing do a change, but I'm going to let them do it here because we're using the pre-lockout rules. So F3s and D1s are coming out for both teams. We got a face-off down in Boston's end. Let's see if we can play some 5-on-5 hockey for a little bit. Boston leading 1-0. Taylor's a 5. Boyle's a 2. +2 for Boston. 9 on the +2. Disadvantage center. Offensive zone win for Brian Doyle. Offensive zone win. 33. Possible penalty. 53. 53 will be a neutral zone face-off. And we're going to do some line changes. Get ready for the last 3 minutes left of the first period. This will be the third time that the number 1 lines come out here. They play about 7.5, 8 minutes. And the number 2 defense pairings. That way my number 1 lines get about 22 minutes in the game. So there we go. Face off, center ice. Stamkos. Allison. Allison's a +1. 7 on the +1 advantage right wing. And here comes Kristich. Boston on the attack. 25 is a 4. 4 is going to drop to a 5. So they will still get, they got a guy with a, yeah, they got high enough assist. So Kirchhoff will get a shot. He's 32. Fires it out of the range. 9th shot for Boston. Here comes Bishop, the goalie. 25's a 3. Gets it to the centerman, Stamkos. Haven't been playing haven't heard his name much today, so here comes Tampa Bay Stamkos. 65's a 29. Back to Boston. Gill. 2 minutes left. First period. Hale Gill. 15. 15's a 7. Possible block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots for the block. Looking at the red dice. It is a 6. Do not get the block. Gill's going to shoot to 12. Gill shoots it out of the range. 10th shot for Boston. Bishop, the goalie for Tampa Bay. 54 is a 32. Opposing left defenseman gets a shot. Shot frequency. This dice roll has to be within 7. It is a 6, so Gill will get a shot. Shoot to 12. Fires the puck out of the range. 11th shot on goal for Boston. Bishop, 34 is a 31. Now he's going to give up another shot. This time it's to the right wing. The right wing. Kristich. He has a shot range of 32. Fires it. 54. Out of the range. Can Bishop cover it up here? 46 is a 41. Now that's going to be a rebound. Red dice, that'd be the highest intimidator. Gets a 4. Highest intimidator. That will be Gill. He's a 6. A 6-4 on a rebound. Shot on goal. So Gill does get a shot. Shoot through 12. Out of the range. Once again, can Bishop cover it up? 62's a 5. Finally gets it to Callahan, the right wing. As we got 90 seconds left in the first period. Tampa Bay trailing by 1. Callahan on the attack. 46 is a 41. Possible bench minors. Boston's a bench penalty of 11. 13 for Tampa Bay. 41. 2 through 9 to be neutral zone face-off. We got a rare chart, but I'm not doing injuries. So rare chart. Callahan. We get a 5. A 546 on a rare. Not doing injuries. 546. Player gets wind knocked out of him and must leave the game for at least 5 minutes. Neutral zone face-off. So no injuries. We have 1 minute left. We got the neutral zone face-off. Stamkos 3, Allison 4. Allison's a +1. 9 on the +1. Advantage centerman Allison. Here comes Boston on the attack. 62. 62's an 8. We got to check out the forecheckers. Not high enough. They only add up to 9, so we got to see if they can clear the puck. They got a clearing of 7. They do clear the puck. First clearing for Tampa Bay. Now we have a face-off. 30 seconds left. We got a face-off down in Tampa Bay's end. Face-off. 6 on the +1. Advantage left defenseman in the offensive zone. Hal Gill. Offensive zone. 35. 35 is a 20 in the offensive zone. That will be taken away by the right defenseman. And that'll be it for the first period. As the horn sounds, is Boston after the first period here in Tampa Bay, leading 1-0 on a shorthanded goal by Heinze. So as we get ready for the second period, a little quick recap of the first period. Tampa Bay had 5 shots on goal. They only had 1 scoring opportunity, and Defoe stopped it. So Tampa Bay did not score. Boston, 13 shots on goal, 1 scoring opportunity. Bishop could not stop it. And that gives them the 1-0 lead. Block shots, we had 3 for Tampa Bay, and each team had 1 clearing. Zamboni's done on the ice, and let's get ready for the second period of action here down in Tampa Bay, with Boston leading 1-0. Here we go. The number 1 lines are out to start the second period. Allison's a 4, Stamkos is a 3, so +1 for Boston on the face-off. 6 on the +1. That would be an advantage left defenseman. Kyle McLaren on the attack for Boston. 44 is a 3. 3 will drop to a 4, and that will still be a shot. He's going to shoot through 13. McLaren fires the puck through 13. It's out of the range. 14th shot on goal for Boston. Bishop, 24. 24 is a 19. Gives it up to the opposing left defenseman. McLaren still has it. As they reset, here comes Boston. Left defenseman McLaren. 23 is a 22. Loses the puck. Stamkos coming the other way for Tampa Bay. 1 minute into the second period. 66 is a 1. He skates right in. He's going to get a shot through 25. And Stamkos put it on the goalie. 34 is out of the range. 6th shot for Tampa Bay. Defoe, 61. 61 is a 22. That's in the goal to the opposing left wing, Palat. Tampa Bay is resetting, and here they come. Palat on the attack. 34 is a 31. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They cannot take the puck away. Palat's going to pass it to Stamkos. Tampa Bay still on the attack. Stamkos. 34 is a 31. 34 is a 7. That's a possible block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boston gets the block. 7 for a face-off in the Boston end. We are 2 minutes in, second period. We're going to bring out the number 2 lines. We're going to bring out the Tyler Johnson line for Tampa Bay. And we will have the number 2 lines, the Carter line for Boston. Is Boston still holding on to the 1-0 lead? Carter's a 2, Johnson's a 3, +1 for Tampa Bay. +1. We got a 2. We got somebody who might be getting kicked out. We got a 2-8. They're both kicked out. So Killorn's coming in. Donato, so now it's a +1. And we're still even on the face-off. Even 4. Home right defenseman, Hedman in the offensive zone. Victor Hedman. 44 is a 2. He's going to get a shot. Hedman's shooting through 16. It is out of the range. 7th shot for Tampa Bay. Second one in the period. Defoe, 64 is a 5. Kicks it to the right wing. Heinze. And here it comes. Boston on the attack with the lead. 13's a 5. 5 will drop to a 7. Possible block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots for the block. It is a 2. Tampa Bay blocks it for a defensive zone face-off. +1 Johnson in the defensive end. 7. Advantage left defenseman. Strawman bring it out of the defensive end. 64 is a 23. That would be interception and shot on goal, right wing. Heinze shooting to 25. Out of the range with a 63. Goalie, Bishop. 46 is a 41. He leaves a rebound. Their second highest is going to get a 6. So the second highest will be, going to give it to Heinze. He'll be a 6. 6 on the rebound. Gets his own rebound. +2 on the shot. 25. Going to shoot to 31. Out of the range. Some good scoring opportunities. Bishop. 43 is a 29. Now it's going to be a shot for Donato. Shooting to 22. 23. Just one out of the range. Bishop struggling today. Can he make a save? 56-34. He's going to hold it for a face-off down in Tampa Bay's end. As we are 3.5 minutes into the second period with Boston leading 1-0. Johnson's a +1 on the face-off, 6 on the +1. Advantage left defenseman Strauman coming out of the defensive end. 62 is an 8. That will be a neutral zone face-off as they work it up the center ice. 16 minutes left. Second period. Johnson's the +1. 5 on the +1. Disadvantage right wing. Here comes Heinze with the puck for Boston. 55 is the one. He skates in. Heinze shoots to 25. Out of the range. 5th shot on goal of the period. Bishop. 32 is a 26. They got to try and clear it. They got a clearing of 9. They do clear the zone. Playing some defense. We are 4.5 minutes in. We're bringing the number 3 lines out with the number 2 defense pairings. What a exciting game we got going on here. The only goal of the game was scored on a short-handed goal. All the power plays that Boston's had, and it was a short-handed goal where they tucked it in the net. So Taylor is a 5. Boyle's a 2. +2 for Boston on the face-off. 6 on the +2. Advantage left wing, and they're in the offensive zone. Axelson in the offensive zone. 13's a 22 taken away by the centerman, Boyle. And here comes Tampa Bay, trying to get the equalizer. 35. 35 is a 3. That's going to stay a 3, so that's a possible tip-in. 6 would be the 3rd highest, gets a 5. 3rd highest on a tip would be a 4 or 5 on a tip-in. No tip-in. Goalie screened, +2. So Boyle's going to get a shot. Out of the range. It was only a shot range of 23. So out of the range with a 54. Defoe, 53's a 6. Holds it for a face-off down in Boston's end. Taylor, +2. 7 on the +2. Advantage center. Taylor trying to bring it out of the defensive end. 55 is the one he does, and he's going to get a shot. Shot range of 25. It is on the goalie. Can Bishop make the save? Oh, he does. Saves it to the left wing. Point blank range. Taylor puts it on. Big save by Bishop to keep it a 1-goal deficit. And here comes Jonathan Drouin. 65 is a 35. We got a penalty going on. We got a 35-51. Tampa Bay's going to the penalty box again. This will be the 6th minor penalty for Tampa Bay. So we got the left wing in the penalty box. We got the number 1 power play line out there with Donato playing the point for Boston. He does have a left defenseman 1 on his card. So we got a 10 on the +1 for Boston. 10 on the +1. Disadvantage center. Boyle, the short-handed team, wins the draw. Here comes Doyle, shorthanded. 43 is a 29. Taken away by Donato. On the power play. Playing the point. 46 is a 41. On the power play. 2 through 9 will be a neutral zone face-off. There's a 4, so neutral zone face-off. 30 seconds gone in the power play. +1 for Allison, 11 on the +1. Advantage right defenseman, Ledyard on the man advantage. 53's a 9. He will get a shot. 13's going to bump up to 15. Ledyard shoots. It's a 12. He puts it on the goalie. Right within his range. Can Bishop make the big save? 53's a 6. He holds it for a defensive face-off. Ledyard put it right on the goalie with a big scoring opportunity. But Bishop is up to the task. And we got 30 seconds left in the power play. We got the number 4 lines coming out for Tampa Bay. And right now they're going to leave their power play team out there. So Johnson is a +3. 9 on the +3. Advantage right defenseman. Ledyard on the power play. 42 is a 21. Gives it up to the left wing. Morrow. We got 30 seconds left in the Boston power play. And here comes Morrow. Shorthanded for Tampa Bay. 54 is a 32. Man disadvantage. They got a physical of 12, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They do not, so he will pass it to Paquette. Here comes the shorthanded team. Paquette. 24 is a 27. Allison has it. Last chance for the power play team. Boston. 14 is a 30 on the power play. That's a pass assist rating. He's going to pass it to the highest, 11 to 41. We'll get a shot. The highest will be Samsonov getting a shot from Allison. Fires it. 15. He puts it on the goalie within the range of 25. Possible power play goal. Bishop. 56. 34. He cannot make the save. And Boston finally cashes in on the power play and takes a 2-0 lead here in Tampa Bay. So Samsonov gets the goal with 11:06 left in the second period with an assist from Kirstich and from Donato. And they have a 2-0 lead. So face off, center ice. Sullivan's a 2, Paquette's a 1. We have the number 4 line still out there for a little bit. It's actually a 3-1. Sullivan's a 3. 11. On the +2. Advantage right wing. Wilson. Boston. 51. 51's a 3. 3's going to stay a 3. That's a possible tip-in. The second highest is going to get a 3. 7. Second highest is a 6. 6-3 tip-in. 4. Gill. No tip-in. Shot on goal. Original player. So Landon Wilson shooting through 12. Out of the range. Goalie. Bishop. 46 is a 41. He leaves another rebound. This time the third highest gets a 4. 7, 7. Third highest 6. 6-4 for Gill on a rebound. 6-4. Gill gets a shot on goal. Shooting to 12. Fires it out of the range. 23rd shot on goal for Boston. They are dominating this game. Bishop been struggling. 44 is a save to the right defenseman. And here comes Tampa Bay. 11 minutes left in the period. Schuster, 54 is a 32. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Taken away. Wow. They got some big intimidators out there. That puck will be taken away by the left wing. Baumgartner. Boston playing some physical hockey. Here it comes. Kenny Baumgartner. 23's a 22. Checked off the puck by Paquette. We got to get a change on the fly. Get some fresh legs out there. Dice rolls a 5. That'll be a corner battle. Looks like the center's going to go in on a corner battle. Out comes the number 1s. And the number 3s. Stamkos on the corner battle. He is a 7. 7 for Ledyard. So Boston. I'd let the defenseman. If it's even, I'd let the defense control it. So they got to change on fly the other way. It's a 4. Possible corner battle. What's the second dice rolls a 5, so it'll also be the centerman. See if Allison can take it away from Barbero as they're battling in the corner. Allison, corner battle of 8, 6. He takes it away. He gets it to the highest shot frequency. Allison to Samsonov. Left wing on a slot battle. Left wing, 3. Left with a slot battle against a right defenseman. So slot battle, 5, right defenseman. 4, Samsonov's going to get a shot. Shooting through 23. Out of the range with a 25. Boston showing some physicality. Bishop, 12's a 25. Cannot make a clean save. They got to try and clear it with a 5. They cannot clear it. The highest shot frequency will get a shot. That would be Samsonov getting a shot. Shooting through 23. Out of the range. 12th shot on goal already in the second period. 25th in the game. Bishop, 45's a 6. Holds it for a face-off. As we are just past the halfway point of the hockey game with Boston leading this thing 2-0. Allison, +1 on the face-off against Stamkos. +1, 8 on the +1. Disadvantage left wing. Plot trying to bring it out of the defensive end. 55's a 1. He does. He's going to skate down and get a shot. Plot shoots through 22. Fires the puck. It's a 54. Out of the range. 9th shot for Tampa Bay. Defoe, 66. Saves it to the left defenseman, Dave Ouellette. And here comes Boston the other way. Ouellette, 43 is a 29. Tampa Bay, Barbero with the puck. And here comes Tampa Bay. Trying to get a goal to cut into the lead. 53, left defenseman. That'll be a matchup. Left defenseman, 9 on the matchup. Left defenseman battles the right defenseman. Left defenseman is a 6 in the C. The right defenseman is a 9. So a +3. That'll be taken away by the right defenseman, Van Imp. Is once again the physicality of Boston. And he skates behind the net. And they're going to bring the number 2 lines out. Get some fresh legs out there in the middle of the period here. Is Boston coming down to try to take a 3-0 lead. Here comes Van Imp. Starting to play. 56 is a 34, and he is going to the penalty box. And Tampa Bay will be going on the power play for only the second time. So with 7.5 minutes left here in the second period. Boston leading 2-0. Boston's going to the penalty box. Tampa Bay's bringing out their number 2 power play line with Palat going to play the point. So face off. Johnson's a 3. Carter's a 2. +1 for Tampa Bay. 2. See if somebody's kicked out of the box. 2-5 on the +1. The visitor's kicked out. Carter's gone, so it's a +2 advantage for Johnson. 11 on the +2. Advantage right wing. Kucherov on the power attack. Kucherov, 46 is a 15 on the power play. As he'll be trying to make a pass. The dice, 4 to the second highest shot frequency. So Kucherov to Killhorn. Assist to 33. Killhorn's going to get the shot. 22 gets bumped up to 24. It's out of the range. So fine pass by Kucherov. Killhorn cannot put it on. Defoe, 16 is a 28. They got to try and clear it. They got to clear in a 7. They cannot clear at 28, so it'll be a shot on goal by the 4th highest shot frequency. 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th highest shot on goal for guy playing the point, Palat. Shoot to 24, out of the range. They've only had 1 shot on the range so far. Defoe, 23, is a 6. Gonna hold it for a face-off. We are 30 seconds in to the power play. Face-off. +1, Tampa Bay. 5 on the +1. Disadvantage right wing, no right wing in there. We got an 11 on the +1. Advantage right defenseman. Here comes Carly. Here comes the power play team. Tampa Bay, Carly, 53 is a 19 on the power play. Taken away by the left defenseman, McLaren. Halfway through the power play. McLaren, 36, 33, shorthanded. That'll be taken away by the left wing, Killhorn. Tampa Bay on the attack. Killhorn, 24 is a 9. That will be a shot on the power play. 22 bumps up to the 24. Lets it rip. He puts it on the range. Defoe, 64 is a 5. Holds it for a face-off. Tampa Bay finally puts a shot on the goal, but Defoe was up to the task. We're down to the last 30 seconds of the power play. +1, 3 on the +1. Advantage left wing. Power play team, Killhorn. 35 is a 4 on the power play. That is a possible tip in. Their 3rd highest will get a 2. 6, 6. 3rd highest, 5-2 on a tip in. 5-2, that's a wide shot. They got 7 chances to clear it. Boston does clear it out of the zone. And that will end the power play. We got some fresh lines coming out here. 5.5 minutes left here in the second period. We got the number 3 lines coming out with the number 1 defense pairings. So the number 3s and the number 1s. So the Boyle line. And over here we got the Tool Time Taylor line. And the number 1s. So we got the number 3 forward lines, the number 1 defense pairings. We got 5.5 minutes left here before the second intermission. Face off, Boston's end. Taylor's a 5. Boyle's a 3, so +2 for Boston in their zone. 3 on the +2. Disadvantage right defenseman. Hedman wins it. In the offensive zone, Hedman, 64 is a 7 in the offensive zone. It's a possible block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to block it. 9. They block it to the centerman, Taylor. Tim the Toolman Taylor with the puck. Here comes Boston with a 2-0 lead. Taylor, 12-25, taken away by Victor Hedman. Here comes Tampa Bay trying to get something going. 45-26, back to the left wing, Axelson. 4.5 minutes left, second period. PJ Axelson, 32-26, back to Drouin. And here comes Tampa Bay, Jonathan Drouin. 26 is a 9, block shot, left defenseman. That'll be the 3rd block shot of the period here for Boston. McLaren. 33 is a 1, he skates in. He's going to shoot through 13. Fires the puck. Out of the range. 26, shot on goal for Boston in the game. Bishop. 22. Saves it to the right defenseman, Victor Hedman. And Tampa Bay coming the other way. 4 minutes left. Second period. Hedman. 34 is a 31. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Taken away by the left defenseman, McLaren. And here comes Boston. McLaren with the puck. Snake eyes is a 1. He skates in. He's going to shoot through 13. Dice roll. 46. Out of the range. 27th shot on goal. Bishop. 23 is a 6. He's going to hold it for a face-off. Got 2.5 minutes left in second period. Second period, I let the number 2 lines finish up the second period. So the number 2 forwards. Number 2 defense pairing. Number 2s. That's Boston dominating the game. Tampa Bay, so many trips to the penalty box. Second period's been a lot cleaner. Face off down in Tampa Bay zone. We got a 3 for Johnson, 2 for Carter, +1 for Tampa Bay, 7 on the +1 advantage right wing. Kucherov trying to come out of the defensive end. 23 is a 4. He does. He's going to come down. He's going to get a shot. Shot on goal. He's shooting 24. Fires it out of the range. That is only the 13th shot on goal for Tampa Bay. Defoe's been having a pretty easy. 41's a 6. He is in a holder for a face-off down in Boston's end. 2 minutes left. Second period. Johnson, the +1. 9 on the +1. Advantage center. Johnson has it in the offensive zone. 46 is a 41. In the offensive zone, possible bench minor. 11 for Boston. 13 for Tampa Bay. 2-9. The neutral zone face-off. It's a 10. It's a rare, but I'm not doing injuries. So we got a 4. 31 on a rare. 4-31. Bad pass back defensive zone, so right defenseman retrieves puck, roll and defer defensive zone. Refer to the defensive zone chart. So the right defenseman has it. That eats up 30 seconds. They're still trying to bring it out of the defensive end. Schuster out of the defensive end. 52 is a 27. It is taken away, and it will be a shot by the centerman. Carter shooting through 16. 22 is out of the range. Bishop. 62 is a 5. Saves it to the right wing. Kucherov. We're down to the last 1 minute of the second period here in Tampa Bay. Kucherov. This will be a matchup. 53 is a matchup. Right wing. Matchup. 7. Right wing. 7. We got right wing battles. The opposing left defenseman. It is a corner battle of 6. The left defenseman. Oh, a 12. That will be taken away by Gill. The left defenseman. We're down to the last 30 seconds of the period. Hal Gill, 64 is a 23, taken away by the right wing. That is it for the second period of hockey here in Tampa Bay, as Boston scores 1 goal in the second period, and they got a 2-0 lead, as the Zabonis coming out to clear the ice for the third period of hockey. So Boston trying to avenge losing to Tampa Bay in last year's final game 5-3, leading this game 2-0 as we get ready for the third period. Looking ahead to next week, the 97-98 St. Louis Blues will be playing the 92-93 Montreal Canadiens. As I got 8 first-round games, and I'm going to play 1 game a week and try to put them all on video. So let's talk about a recap a little bit of what happened here in the second period. The second period of action, Boston had 15 shots on goal, 3 really good scoring opportunities. Bishop stopped 2 of them. So Boston's up to 28 shots on goal for the game. Going the other way, Tampa Bay had 8 shots on goal. One's good scoring opportunity. Defoe was up to the task. So Tampa Bay has 13 shots on goal. So far, blocks. Boston has 3 blocks, 2 clears. Tampa Bay, 4 blocks and 2 clears. So let's get ready for the third period of action here in Tampa Bay as the Lightning are going to try and rally and make a game out of this. So what do we got going on here? We got Stamkos is the 3. We got the number 1 lines out there. Allison's the 4, so +1. +1. 12 on the +1. Disadvantage right defenseman. Hedman has it to start the play here for Tampa Bay. In the third period, Hedman, 12's at 25. Taken away by the right defenseman, Ray Bourque. They haven't called his number very much today, if at all. And here comes Ray Bourque on the attack. 45's at 26. He loses it to Palat. 1 minute in. Tampa Bay on the attack. Palat. 46 is a 42. Got to check for bench minors. Boston is an 11. No bench minor. Tampa Bay's a 13. Oh, Tampa Bay. It's a snake eyes. Tampa Bay gets the bench minor. And Boston is going on the power play again. As Tampa Bay, the constant stream, into the penalty box. So this will be the 6th power play for Boston. And they are 1 for 5. As last time they went on a power play, Droin scored the power play goal. So they're going to stay out there with all their number 1s out there. And Tampa Bay's going to have their right wing go in the penalty box to serve the penalty. A face-off. Allison's a +1. 6 on the +1. Advantage left defenseman on the power play. McLaren. 53's a 9. He will get a shot. 13's going to bump up to a 15. Fires the puck. It is out of the range. First shot on goal for Boston here in the third period. Bishop, 35 is a 4, saves it to the left wing. 30 seconds gone in the power play. Here comes Palat. Short-handed team. 15's a 2. He skates right in. He's going to get a shot. Palat shoots to 22. Fires the puck. 23, just out of the range. Look like he might have a good scoring opportunity. Defoe. 43's a 29. Palat's going to get another shot. To 22. Out of the range. Tampa Bay showing a little life on the short-handed team. Defoe. 51's a 3. Saves it to the centerman. We are halfway through the penalty. Allison on the attack on the power play team. Allison, 44 is the 1. He skates in. 32 is going to go up to 34. Fires the puck out of the range. Bishop. 22 is a save to the right defenseman, Hedman. 30 seconds left. In the Boston power play. Victor Hedman. 15's a 4. That'll be a neutral zone face-off. 3.5 minutes into the period. And we got some line changes as the power play comes to the end. We got the number 2 forward lines going to be out here with the number 1 defense pairings. All the penalties they had, Tampa Bay's actually pretty fortunate that they're only down by 2. 1 goal could get them back in the game here. As we got the face-off. Carter's a 2. Johnson's a 3. +1. Tampa Bay. 8 on the +1. Disadvantage left wing. Here comes Donato with the puck. And the Boston Bruins. 45's a 26. Taken away by Killhorn. Here comes Tampa Bay. Alexander Killhorn. 25's a 3. 3 drops to a 4 with the ODAI, so he will get a shot. Killhorn shooting to 22. Let's it rip. It's a 54. 16th shot on goal for Tampa Bay. It's out of the range. Defoe, 21. 21 is at 8. Kick to the right defenseman, Bourque. And here comes Boston, Ray Bourque. 12's at 25. Back to Hedman. We got to get a change. Change on the fly. It's a 6. It'll be an icing. But pre-lockout days, they could do changes on icing, and that's what we're going to do because most of these teams in the tournament are from that era. So there's the number 3s are coming out. And the number 2s. Face off down in Tampa Bay's end. Taylor is a 5. Boyle's a 3, so +2 for Boston. 6 on the +2. Advantage left wing. There in the offensive zone. Axelson in the offensive zone. 45's a 26, taken away by Jonathan Drouin. And here comes Tampa Bay. Got to get some kind of offense going here. Drouin, 54's a 32, so they got they need a 14 to steal it. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They do not steal it away. They're going to slide the puck to Fipula. Fipula is going to get his first time with the puck today. 55's a 5. That will be a neutral zone face-off because nobody has an assist rating up to that high. So we are 14 minutes left in the game. Tampa Bay trailing by 2. Taylor a +2 on the face-off. 6 on the +2 advantage left wing. Here comes Boston. Axelson on the attack. 51's a 4. 4's going to stay a 4. He's going to get a shot. Axelson shoots to 14. Lets it rip out of the range. Third shot on goal of the period for Boston. Bishop. 52's a 27. They got to try and clear it. They got a clearing of 7. Dice rolls an 8. They cannot clear it. 27. That would be a shot on goal for the third highest shot frequency. 16. Third highest will be DeMayo. Shooting through 16. Out of the range. 32nd shot on goal today for Boston. Bishop, 62's a 5. Gets it to Fipula. And here comes Tampa Bay. Fipula, 31. 31's a 13. He's going to try a pass. Little dice roll is a 2. He's going to pass it to the third highest. He's going to pass it to Garrison. With an assist to 33, Garrison will get a shot. Garrison shoots to 12. Lets it rip out of the range. That would be the 17th shot on goal for Tampa Bay. Defoe, 44 is a 2, saves it to the right defenseman, Grant Ledyard. He's going to escape behind the net and let the number 4 lines come out for both the teams. And here comes Boston, 2-0 lead. 13 minutes left in the game. Ledyard, 62's a 9, blocked to the left defenseman Garrison. Tampa Bay coming back the other way. Jason Garrison, 51. 51's a 6. 6 is going to stay a 6. Possible block. 1, 2, 3, 4 shots for the block. Red dice. It's a 1. They get a block. And they block it to their centerman. 4th block today for Boston. And here comes Mike Sullivan. 15. 15's a 4. That stays a 4. He will get a shot. Sullivan shoots to 14. 22. It is out of the range. 33rd shot on goal for Boston. Here comes Bishop do. 36 is a 33 on a save. Opposing right defenseman get a shot. He has a shot frequency of 11. That's a 5, so he's going to shoot it. Shot range of 13. It's a 23 out of the range. Goalie, Bishop. 35 is a 4, left wing, Morrow. On the number 4 lines, Brendan Morrow. 12's a 25, taken away by Grant Ledyard. And here comes Boston on the attack. 2-0 lead. Boston, 55's a 4. That stays a 4. Ledyard will get a shot. Shot range of 13. It's out of the range. 20. It's a 35th shot on goal. Bishop been busy. 51's a 3. Gets it to Paquette, the centerman. And here comes Tampa Bay. Cedric Paquette. 22's a 1. He skates in, he gets a shot. He has a shot range of 23. Out of the range. Goalie. Defoe. 26 is a 24. They got to try and clear it. Clearing a 6. They cannot clear it. The highest shot frequency will get a shot. That would be Brown. Shoot. He's a 21. So he shoots through 13. Out of the range. 19th shot on goal for Tampa Bay. Defoe, 12's a 25. Can they clear it? They got a clearing of 6. They cannot clear it. Highest shot frequency is going to get a shot again. So once again, Brown shooting to 13. 51. Tampa Bay starting to put some pressure on anyways. Defoe, 54 is a 32. Possible shot on goal, left defenseman. Garrison shot frequency to 12, so he will get a shot. Garrison shoot through 12. It's a 23. It's out of the range. Defoe, 12's a 25. Once again, they're trying to clear it. Clearing through 6. They cannot clear it. Highest shot frequency. Brown's going to get the shot. Shooting through 13. Out of the range. 9th shot on goal of the period for Tampa Bay. Defoe, 54 is a 32. This is just non-stop attacking here. Opposing left defenseman. Garrison gets the shot. Shoot through 12. Out of the range. Bunch of low percentage shots. Can Defoe cover it up? 41 is a 6. He finally covers it up for a face-off down in Boston's end. 11 minutes left in the game. Paquette's a 1. Sullivan's a 3. +2. 4 on the +2 advantage left defenseman. Gill trying to come out of the defensive zone. 45's a 26. Interception and shot on goal left wing. Morrow shoots through 21. Out of the range. 11th shot on goal of the period for Tampa Bay. Defoe saves it to the right wing. Wilson. And here comes Boston. Wilson. Landon Wilson. 22's a 1. He skates in. Wilson has a shot range of 12. Fires the puck. 36 shot on goal for Boston. Bishop. 34 is a 31. Wilson's going to get another shot through 12. Out of the range. Both these goalies have been so sloppy here. 65 is a 35. That is going to be a rebound. Dice roll 5. Second highest gets a 6. Second highest rebounder. Second highest will be Baumgartner. 56. So he gets a 7-6 on a rebound, +4. So his shot range is only 14. He lets it go. Out of the range. Bishop. 62's a 5. Saves it to the right wing. And they're going to get a change on the fly. Brown fires it down the ice. Looks like it'll be a corner battle. Second dice rolls a 2, so it'll be a left wing crashing him. The left wing, Paquette's a 10. He's only a 7. Paquette takes it away. Gets it over the highest shot frequency. Stamkos, slot battle. Stamkos, center 5 on a slot battle. Center versus the left defenseman. 7 versus the left defenseman is an 8. Taken away by Gill. As Gill wins the slot battle. We have a change on the fly going the other way now. Icing. Let the number 1s come out. And the number 3s. Face off down in Boston's end. We have 9.5 minutes left in the game. Tampa Bay put some pressure on. 11 shots in the period, 24 overall, but they have not been able to light the lamp. +1 for Allison. 6 on the +1. Advantage left defenseman. Elliott. Coming out of the defensive zone. 42 is a 21. Interception and shot on goal, left wing. Shot on goal for Palat. Shoot to 22. Out of the range. Defoe. 54 is a 32. 32, that will be a shot by the opposing left defenseman, Barbero. Shot frequency of 9. It is 10, so it will not be a shot. Barbero just going to start the play. Barbero, 24 is a 27, taken away by Allison. For Boston, 9 minutes left in the game. Here comes Allison. 43 is a 29, back to Barbero. Tampa Bay trying to get something going on their attack. Barbero, 12 is a 25, goes right back to Van Imp. He is going to skate around behind the net and let the number 2 lines come out with 8 minutes left in the game. Forward lines, they swap out every 2.5 minutes, depending if they get a chance. And that Van Imp can just go behind the net. And here comes Boston, the Carter line. 45 is a 26, taken away by Killhorn. 7.5 minutes left in the game. Alex Killhorn. 24 is a 9, blocked to the left defenseman. And here comes Boston. Elliott, left defenseman, 16. 28, taken away by Kucherov to right wing. Some of the big guns are getting the puck for Tampa Bay. Here comes Kucherov. 63 is a 6. That will stay a 6. Possible block. 1, 2, 3 shots for the block. Looking at the red dice, it is a 5. They do not block it. Kucherov going to shoot to 24. Out of the range with a 34. 26 shot on goal for Tampa Bay. 53 is a 6. Holds it for a face-off down in Boston's end. As we are down to the last 6.5 minutes left of the game. +1 for Tampa Bay on the face-off, 8 on the +1. Disadvantage left wing. Donato trying to come out of the defensive end. 63 is a 25. It is taken away. Interception on shot at goal. Right defenseman possible. There's a shot frequency of 9. Dice rolls a 9, so he does get a shot. Carly shooting to 13. Out of the range. Goalie. Defoe. 51 is a 3. Carter has the puck. 6 minutes left in the game. Here comes Aaron Carter. 52 is a 27. Tyler Johnson. Tampa Bay, Tyler Johnson trying to make something happen. 45 is a 7. Possible block. 1, 2, 3, 4 shots for the block. Dice rolls a 4. Boston blocks it for a defensive zone face-off. 5 minutes left in the game. Out comes the number 3 lines. Almost to the point here where they should probably kick up some pressure a little bit. Maybe go forecheck 3. That's what we'll do. We're going to go forecheck 3 for Tampa Bay. Boston's going to go to forecheck 1. Just 5 minutes left in the game. So Tampa Bay, forecheck 3. Face off. Taylor, the +2. 4 on the +2. Advantage left defenseman. Defense wins. McLaren. 64 is a 23 on the defense wins. That's an interception and shot on goal. Right wing. Fibula. Shooting. To 23. Out of the range. They can just get anything on the range. Defoe. 23 is a 6. I'm going to hold it for a face-off again. We're down to 4.5 minutes left. We got a face-off down in Boston's end. They got a +2. 7 on the +2. Advantage center. Taylor trying to bring it out of the defensive end. 56 is a 34, and Taylor's going to the penalty box with 4 minutes left. Tampa Bay is going on the power play. So we got 4 minutes left in the game. Tampa Bay going on the power play. They got the number 2 forward line. They got Palat playing the point. Boston has the right wing in the penalty box. Johnson's a 3. He's a +1. +1 on the faceoff. 8 on the +1. Disadvantage left wing. And here comes the shorthanded team. Donato, shorthanded. 55's a 1. He's going to skate down and get a shot. Donato shooting through 22. Out of the range. Trying for their second shorthanded goal of the game. Out of the range. Bishop. 45 is a 6. They're going to hold it for a face-off. 30 seconds gone in the power play. Tampa Bay has to get something going here. +1 for Johnson. 9 on the +1. Advantage center. Power play. Johnson. 66 is the 1. He skates in. He gets a shot. 24 is going to bump up to a 26. Can Johnson put it on the goalie? He cannot put it on the goalie. Defoe. 51's a 3. Saves it to the centerman. 3 minutes left in the game. Halfway through the power play. Here comes the shorthanded team. Carter. 44 is a 1. He's going to skate down and get a shot. Shoot through 16. Carter shoots it out of the range. Bishop. 35 to the left wing. Killhorn. 2.5 minutes left. 30 seconds left in the power play. Here comes Killhorn on the attack. It's 21 is a 31 on the power play. They got a physical of 12. 2, 4, 7. They do not. Killhorn. 2. Johnson on the power play. 51's a 1. He skates in. He gets a shot. Shoot through 26. He puts it on the goalie. Johnson puts it on. Defoe cannot make the save. And Tampa Bay, with 2 minutes left in the game, scores on a power play goal. And we got a hockey game here in Tampa Bay as this crowd erupted. As Tyler Johnson gets a power play goal. So with 1 minute and 42 seconds left in the game, Johnson scored with assists from Kucherov and Hedman. And Tampa Bay cuts it down to a 2-1 game. And right now we have the number 1 lines coming out. Number 1 lines. And as soon as Tampa Bay gets possession of the puck, looks like Palat could be coming in here as the extra attacker. But they're going to try and get possession of the puck first. So let's see what can happen here. See if Tampa Bay can pull off a miracle. As I do now have the score updated with their goal. Just put this new scoring scoreboard on here and getting used to keeping everything updated. So here we go. Face off. Center ice. Allison's a +1 for Boston. 8 on the +1. Disadvantage left wing. Killhorn. Here comes Palat. He's jumping into play. And we got an extra attacker for Tampa Bay. Killhorn on the attack. Snake Eyes is a 1. He skates right and gets a shot. He shoots through 22. Fires the puck. 31. It's out of the range. Tampa Bay puts some pressure on. Defoe saves it to the left defenseman. 90 seconds left in the game here. And here we go. And they'll be doing a forecheck 1. McLaren, forecheck 1. 61's a 28. Taken away by the right wing. Callahan. We're down to 1 minute left. And the extra attacker. Callahan. 26 is a 16 with the extra skater. Using a pass to the extra skater. So 11 to 32. And Palat. Well, Callahan gets it to Palat, and Palat's going to get a shot. Shooting through 22. Out of the range. The goalie. Defoe. 54 is a 32. Cannot make a clean save. The opposing left defenseman's going to get a shot. He's shooting through 14. Strawman through 14 fires it. Oh, Strawman puts it on the goalie. He could possibly tie this thing up. Can Defoe make the save? 23 is a 6. Defoe is up to the challenge. Makes the save from point-blank range. Tampa Bay almost tied this thing up. And now we're down to the last 30 seconds of the game. Plot's going to stay in. So 3 and a 12. He will win the face-off. Stamkos. Allison's a +1. 6 on the +1. Advantage left defenseman. Forecheck 1. 62 is a 9. Block shot to the left defenseman. This game is not over. And here they come, Strawman. Last-ditch effort. Tampa Bay. Strawman on the attack. 15. 15 is a 4. With the extra attacker, he is going to get a shot. Shot range of 14. Lets it rip. It's out of the range. It's out of the range. As rules do not say there's any extra additions to the shot range on the shots for extra attacker. 41's a 6. Defoe holds the puck. And that is the end of the game. And what an exciting game as Boston wins the first game of the tournament. 2-1. Be back in a minute with some final game recap. All right, before we go to the recap at this point in time, I'll ask you if you enjoyed the hockey game. I got some baseball, football, some horse racing. I did a soccer game. I got pretty much all the current Apba games on my channel there. If you like the content you've seen and you haven't subscribed, sometimes people think they subscribe, they haven't. If you could subscribe, that'd be great. If any likes, any comments, I like hearing it all. So now let's get on to the final statistics here in the game. In the end here, Boston had 2 goals. They had 40 shots on goals, but only 4 of them were the scoring opportunities. But Bishop could only stop 2 of them. So that's Boston got the 2 goals going the other way. Tampa Bay ended up after getting 20 shots on goal in the third period was up to 35. They had 5 scoring opportunities, but Defoe was able to stop 4 of them, and that was the 2-1 game. It's power plays. Boston was 1 for 6 on the power play, and they got a shorthanded goal. Tampa Bay was 1 for 3 on the power play. Boston had 6 blocks. They cleared 2 clearings. And the same thing for Tampa Bay, 6 block shots, and they cleared it twice. So looking ahead to next week we got Montreal, 92-93 Montreal, playing 97-98 St. Louis. And the winner of that game will go on to play Boston in the Elite 8 round. That'll be happening here probably, that'll be a couple months away because it's 1 game a week for the next 15 weeks. So that is it here from a very cold 10 below 0 here in Bay City, Michigan. It is hockey weather. As Tampa Bay put on a valiant effort at the very end, but Boston was able to hold them off 2-1. Hope you enjoyed this week's Game of the Week hockey game and look forward to next week. And as always, keep playing the Apba sports games. They are the most fun and very realistic, at least in my opinion. Thank you guys. Have a great week. Goodbye.